Cheers.
Early morning coffee before a little fence building.
Show what time it is.
I did. Some people are gonna be like, that's not even early. Where are we starting? I don't even know what you're pointing at.
Welcome back to story number 4. Last week, we left off with the arrival of our managers. Here you see Wayne helping Iris to back up the bus. At this point, they've been here a couple of weeks. We've done a lot of work already on the farm, and now it's time to move their bus. This is a 40-foot converted city bus. And you'd have to see the inside to believe it. It's pretty amazing. But we wanted them to have their own space on this farm, not to just sit in the driveway. So the idea was to hide it in the back pasture so they had privacy. The video makes it look pretty smooth, and I guess for the most part it was, with a few blips.
Oh, that's helpful.
You can see here quite a bit of work being done, other than just the bus moving. And right here, we eventually built a fence. You saw the beginnings of this already. It was quite a long project. We're also putting in new drainage as we live in the hollow, and it gets a little boggy. So we had plans to change all of that. But first, we wanted to get the bus in place, so it didn't have to drive all through the new gates and over the new culverts, which of course it will when it leaves, but we're hoping they stay a while. In the back pasture, we have a grove of trees, as you can see here, plus some barns, so it wasn't too hard to hide the bus. We had to remove a couple of trees that needed to come out anyway, but for the most part, we were able to work around everything that was already there. I credit pretty much all of that to Iris's amazing driving skills. That's a really big bus.
here. Okay, we're good.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, maybe we broke a couple branches, but it was good for the burn pile.
Okay.
All right.
Just have to get past this second cedar. How did she get in here now?
She's following.
Just go straight. Just go straight back. You got plenty of room behind you.
Here, you're witnessing the end of, I'd say, a 27-point turnaround. The whole process was so interesting that Samantha, the sheep, just could not stay in her pasture. She had to follow us around, no matter where we are on the farm, and see what it was we were up to. I find that farm animals are always so curious.
Stop, now go backwards, and do the same thing the other way.
Well,
Once the bus was in place, we went back to fence building. Here, you see Papa, Nathan's dad, helping us to dig the fence posts. I've built a lot of fences, and I must say, this little contraption is pretty amazing. It changes the whole fence building process. This is a machine that Papa owns and was nice enough to bring it all the way to our farm and let us use it. Even with the machinery, fence building is kind of backbreaking, takes a lot of manual labor, but there are few things as satisfying as building something with your own hands. And if you ever have any problems sleeping, try 12 hours of fence building. I think you'll sleep pretty well.
We don't need to do anything more right now. I think we ought to call it quits. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. We got a lot done.
The fence building process went on for days and days, maybe even weeks. It really felt like years, but eventually we did get it done. And now, Iris's horse is living happily in the new giant pasture. And while all this was happening, there were other things too. The gardens were getting a huge makeover. If you stay at our Airbnb, you get a full farm experience. Fresh veggies from the garden, eggs laid by the chicken that day, and of course, the antics of all the farm animals.
So Iris, what are we?
Danny, so Iris could be in the video.
What are we doing?
Making cob.
Beds out of cob. And we're doing a stone foundation first, and then we'll do the rest with cob.
So unbelievably cool.
That looks like fun.
She's gonna get down there.
Cabbages,
Mm-hmm.
they look good. When did we plant those?
Thank you.
When did we plant those?
That sounds like a memory question.
Like 2 times ago. It wasn't the last time.
So there for the answers.
You remember?
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe 3 times ago we planted that.
Can I put this in the garbage?
I would say yes to that.
Okay. We're going to put it in the garbage.
Got Wayne back there
Wayne is doing something back
separating out rocks. Okay, what is Wayne doing, Iris?
He's sorting the sizes. So when he needs a little one, he can go to a pile. If he needs a square brick, he can go to a square brick pile.
He sounds like a man after your heart, G.
I know.
Organized rock piles.
We almost have a full wheelbarrow. You do? Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Like the really
What do you have a full wheelbarrow of?
dirt,
Dirt.
very fine dirt.
Very fine dirt. What are you gonna do with the fine dirt?
He's gonna find it.
What'd you say, Boo?
Make it into cob.
What did Kofi
Cob. Cob. We're gonna make it into cob. The next batch of cob. It's like a maze. Why is there something just sitting right there?
It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, you just build them.
We worked as a team tirelessly for months. You're seeing a snippet of some of the projects that we did, but I assure you there were so many more. Had I known it would take this much work to get everything ready, I'd probably still do it, but with a lot more dread.
Wayne, are you gonna help? Or are you just gonna sit there? Are you just gonna stay there? No, guys, it's a line. A line gets pushy along. Pushy gets me along. You gets me out.
People ask me all the time how we do what we do with such a large family, and I wonder, how would you do it with a small one? Big families are kind of like trains. It takes a mass amount of energy to get them going, but once you do, they can be unstoppable.
You ran into the log. How's that?
No, I didn't. I was good.
By May 2021, we were mostly finished. We opened our Airbnb, and then we promptly packed all of our stuff, sent it off in a shipping container, and with a duffel bag each, we loaded up into our minivan and hit the road. We were supposed to leave the country at the beginning of July, and since our rent was up mid-June, we figured we'd just kill a couple weeks. But things didn't exactly go to plan, and a couple of weeks turned into a couple of months and longer. So our next installment of adventures will still be in the States. We were here for quite a while, and you have to remember, we didn't have anywhere to live. We took turns staying with different family members for a pretty long time, but as it kept getting extended and extended, we started staying in Airbnbs. Over the course of 3 months, we moved 12 times. We stayed in 5 different states and traveled through even more. Next week, I'll move into some of those adventures. As you can tell, we had so much help getting this Airbnb ready and getting our family ready for an international move. I want to thank Wayne and Iris for all the work that they've done on the farm, and also for both sets of grandparents. Without them, there is no way we could have done this. And thank you to you, everyone that's watching. It really means a lot that I get to share this journey with my friends, my family, and even those of you I don't know. Thanks for watching.
Surprise, co-host didn't get hit by a rock.
You could just pile right here.